Hello, sir. Let's go. Hi, sir. Come on in. Yeah, I'm filming the crime scene here. I'm trying to see what they took. Apparently, they took some evidence actually from a previous burglary. Uh, they drilled out the lock apparently and replaced it. They gave me the key when I came in. A new key. So
Well,
it's an old key.
how long you been living here, sir?
20 years.
Okay, 20 years. And you just changed the locks yourself, right? You changed the locks on the doors?
Did I change the locks? No.
Yes. No. Prior to them changing and giving you these keys, you changed the locks that were on the door.
No. What happens is, see, like this new key, they gave me a copy, and these keys, what happens is I have to get it rekeyed again to the same lock, but so it'll work. Like
Okay,
this won't
so-
work, so I won't lock myself out.
The building associates,
Did you speak to them?
yes, I did.
What
And
did
they
they
said
say?
the locks were changed on your door without permission. You have to have written permission from Kenmore
I didn't change. I
Association.
didn't change the lock.
I'm just telling you. So they changed it back, and that's why they gave you the keys when you came in.
Who did you speak to? No, they. How did they get it? They drilled it. They came in, and they took the former lock that they drilled out. I have a picture of it. They stole the other pictures apparently, but this is the one picture.
I'm
they
telling you
didn't
right now, the people that work for the building, they know that your locks were changed. It was supervised, and there was a reason for it. It's through the association that you live in is why it was changed. Okay, they said, and I'm not.
Well, what was that to do with why they came in the apartment? I don't know.
They had to change the lock, so they had to stand right here. And you said it was a past burglary that
There was a
they-
past burglary on November 13th, and I was
And what did
dealing
they
with the
take on
precinct.
November 13th?
They took a variety of my property. I have prescription glasses because I
Okay.
have photophobia and myopia. They stole that, but they also turned off my hot water. And apparently, what happens is this Section 8 people next door, their hot water
Okay.
was also turned off, and Section 8 said they were going to stop the payments to them for that. So they decided to come in. They waited for me. I had to go to Washington D.C. in front of federal court today, in front of a federal judge, and they waited for me to leave to come in and burglarize my apartment. I'm
Now,
also going
you
to
went
federal
to-
court with them next month to go through my papers, which they also did. I
Okay.
had my computer on. They were on my computer. And I don't know what else they did in my bathroom. I just got home a few minutes ago from Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And so they stole evidence from a prior crime. And, I don't know what they told you.
Evidence? What evidence did you
Evidence
have?
that it was a drilled out lock. This was a lock they drilled out, and they broke in the apartment. They stole my property, and they turned off my hot water.
Well,
This
the
is a
lock,
crime.
you're saying the drilled out lock. I'm explaining to you right now that the association saying they put new locks on it.
You
They
who is-
providing you with the keys
You know,
to it.
Amir, the person, he's a.
You
he's
just
a
want to keep
convict-
over talking on me, don't you? I'm trying to explain
you're
to
saying-
you.
I was
all right?
asking who you spoke to. But.
So they drilled out the lock. They placed it with the new one. They gave you keys to this, so you have access to your apartment. All right. The lock, the drilled out lock that is on, is the building's. It's not yours.
Well, no,
You
the lease- the lease-
Stop.
sir,
Stop.
the
You're
lease
over
says
talking.
I'm in
I'll
charge
give
of
you
it.
an opportunity
Okay,
to
go
talk
ahead.
after I'm done. The lock is that was drilled out is not yours, so that's not a burglary. Okay, it belongs to the association. Whether you thought it was evidence or whatever,
Okay.
it belongs to them. So what else do you have?
Well, when they came in, they stole property that is it is definitely mine. And
Well, what is it?
well, they took. I had to cancel 2 bank accounts from Amalgamated. They took cards from here.
And that's from the past one.
That's the past one. Tonight, all they took. Apparently, they took one of these. This might be a receipt for. I haven't gone through all my property yet. I have to look, and there was a $20 bill under here, and this receipt, and this. So far, that's all I know. It was going to take me weeks to go through all my property,
Okay.
see if it's not somewhere else.
Absolutely,
And-
I understand that.
Apparently, you believe there wasn't that they didn't enter my apartment. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm telling you, the reason why when I came here, you said that they presented you with an envelope with the keys.
Right.
Right, and I'm telling you why they presented you the envelope with the keys, is because they have a policy that they have to have the keys to every apartment in here, and they have to have certain locks on it. All right. So apparently your locks weren't the ones that were authorized to be here, so they were changing it back. to what is supposed to be authorized.
Do you know how these locks work?
I'm not a locksmith, no.
Well, I spoke with a lot. I'm not either. Apparently, what they do, there's two keys to these locks.
Okay.
One I don't have,
Right.
and one I can't. When these locks get damaged, and I replace it with the same key, you can do that. You can go and you can do it. I can do it. I'm not a locksmith. They do it with the same key. They cannot do the master key that apparently they use to evade people's homes like this all the time. Won't work. That's the key they can't get in with, because now it's keyed again with the master key. And again, and 2 days after they burglarized my apartment last time, they attempted to evade my home. I'm in federal court with them. I'm challenging.
How's that going?
I beat them in
Slow?
court. Well, it's going slow, but I beat them in court last year. 62% were on abatement in front of a jury, and I'm going to be in front of a jury every time, and they're going to keep losing, and they might lose the title of the building.
What's your first name, sir?
My name is Brian Burke.
Okay, Brian. Know what you may want to do and invest in is a surveillance camera that is hidden somewhere that they don't know. You could place it up there this way. When they come in, you'll have hard evidence. It's not a big place. You could put it in a speaker or someplace.
No, frankly, I appreciate that's not a bad idea. I think you're right about that.
This way you can have the hard evidence for what they're taking. For this way, it's harder.
So you spoke. You just got here a little while ago. Maybe.
Right. I'm addressing the lock situation that you just said.
Did they tell you they didn't come in the apartment, or that they did? Because they came in and they did repair work apparently in here they caused.
It
was
allowed
illegal.
to do that.
Well, no. See, they waited for me to go, and then they come into the apartment. What happens is they turn off the hot. I have a stipulation that this is be done with licensed plumbers. And instead, they have someone who's a convicted felon who was in prison for attempted murder coming to my apartment.
That's a civil matter, sir. Because they have every right to come in and fix plumbing, because it could damage the person below you. And if you're saying no, that you have a written agreement, that's a civil matter. You have to go through your lawyer
condition
with that.
went on for 2 months. That's not. They're allowed to do it in emergencies to come into people's. That's not an emergency.
And who am I to tell them what an emergency is? Again, I'm not a plumber. I'm not a locksmith, and I'm not a plumber. All right. So that's a civil matter. So once you document all, you go through your stuff. You say it take 2 weeks, no problem. You find out what's missing, then you can give us a call back, all right?
All right, so I may not be taking a criminal complaint tonight.
Not right now, no.
All right, can I just get your name and number, please? I appreciate that's your position, and you're just doing your job, and I have to document this.
Absolutely.
Dealing with the precinct previously,
what detective you working with?
I was dealing with, what's his name? Actually, I was dealing through some politicians' offices. It's it was previously the integrity control officer, but that was going back years ago, because they've done this. They keep doing this for years.
What's the detective you're working with?
Raymond Dorian.
Okay.
I think he's the community liaison. Yeah, fairly.
All right.
So if you just.
No, you can write it down.
Okay. What's your name?
Rennie. R-E-N-N-I-E.
R-E-N-N-I-E, and that's your last name?
Mm-hmm.
And just your badge.
30584.
And you work in the 13th?
Yes, I do. All right, Brian.
So you're well familiar with the policies. You know that a former detective is the head of the security here.
I know all about this place. All right. Okay. Take care.
Thank you.